All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. A little bit of a Christmas break. On the other side of it, we've got no more High on Life to play. Now we've got a new game, The Forgotten City. This is based off of an old Skyrim mod. Actually, one of the best Skyrim mods of all time. Anybody who's played it will tell you that. Fantastic story and quest. The Forgotten City, the original mod, is up there with any of the, base vanilla quests in Skyrim. It is just incredible. So it's finally been developed into its own game, as I get into the menu here. I've played the first couple minutes up to this white hallway that they talk about in this spoiler warning, so while I'm here, if you plan to play this yourself and you are concerned about seeing spoilers ahead of time, hey, here's your warning. You really don't want spoilers for this game. I played the original mod way back in the day. It's been several years now. I don't remember a ton about it. I remember the general gist. So I'm really excited to hop back in here. It was, like I said, it was awesome. It was a ton of fun. And now it's got the chance to shine as its own individual game. So, I'm thrilled for this modern storyteller team that they've been able to take that mod and, develop it into something like this. I mean, just from this menu screen, and like I said, from playing the first couple of minutes, like, it looks awesome. It's awesome. So, listen, I'm rambling here out of excitement. But without any further ado, I mean, let's just get into this. You guys don't understand. It doesn't convey through just a microphone and voice like this, but I am super excited for this. Super excited. I'll let you guys know when we've hit the point where I have not gone any farther.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Okay, so I'll stay male. Call me Shrambo. Whoa. Call me Shrambo. You know what? Shramboy works. It was a typo, but that works.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Alright, so I could be an archaeologist. The insights into the ancient world. Does sound useful. Covert mission. You get military issued firearm with 10 bullets. Sure, those 10 bullets can be useful, but it's only 10, Okay, run from the law, 25% faster. That's cool. Barely remember anything. You're an amnesiac, so you have a higher pain threshold naturally. It's the one thing I know about amnesiacs, is that they are much more resistant to pain. I think that this archaeologist thing sounds most interesting. I don't know necessarily that this is the right play for the best possible outcome or the best way to play this game, but I think it sounds the most interesting, so
Oh,
go with that.
You're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him? If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
go ahead and ask her some questions.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know? Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
Alright, well, what's your name?
I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
I don't want to be pushy here. And I don't want to... I feel like this is prying. But also, I don't want to not care at all. Try this one.
Alright, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Ah, you don't want to be a Karen. Well, I basically just asked her that. Oh, we'll thank her.
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Yeah, who's
He's
this
the
Al
guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is. You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
Okay.
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
She seems to be really worried about Al for a guy who just washed up on the river right before me. I don't quite get that.
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Okay.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
I think it would be hilarious to say I'll pass, but we'll just go ahead and we'll do the right thing.
The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Cool. Alright. Quid pro quo. Okay, so everybody's feeling good. Flashlight up. Cool. This scenery does remind me of Skyrim. So did that dialogue sequence. It just screamed Elder Scrolls. Okay. Wonder if this game is the type to have secrets and such. Doesn't seem like it to me. Or not that much, at least. Al's note.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place."
Interesting.
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
Okay. That's as far as I made it last time. I actually didn't even make it through all the dialogue last time. And I didn't notice this backpack last time either. Does seem strange that they left it behind. Why can't I pick it up? It would be nice to have that on me. Alright. so I guess we go in here. Laggy. Whoa. Alright. We are very underground. What is it? That's just a statue, right? Yeah, just statues. Nothing creepy about that at all. Okay. Alright. Out of the frying pan into the fire. I feel like one of these statues is gonna just be following me any moment now. I'm worried that that has batteries. Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made a gladiator flee? Sounds like somebody's like sharpening a sword or something. Okay. Just brute force my way through the door. Whoa. Doesn't handle loading super well. Alright. Young Roman woman. Looks like she was begging for her life. I expect these other ones. You guys are basically the same. Okay. This is certainly something. F5 and F9. Duly noted game. Duly. What is that noise? Roman military commander attempting to scramble away. I don't remember some sort of big catastrophe thing. Legionary in a state of terror. Okay. Looks like we're going towards whatever the sound is, so. Nope, no inspection on him. You walk backwards extremely slow. Appears to be praying for help that never came. Didn't look like she was praying. Looks like she's staring up at something. Oh. Scribe stone tablet. Oh, there it is.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse. You'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Interesting. Okay. Sorry, Al. Really seems like a shitty way to go, my friend. Anyways. The guy's a downer, am I right? Whisper very much, but we keep it rolling. Okay. Yep, that's odd. No denying that. Very odd. Can't touch it. As if begging the gods for mercy. Can I inspect it again? Oh, okay, same thing. Whispering sweet nothings into my ear. Whoever it was died a long time ago. That's It's gonna be either me or him. It's gonna be the twist. Calling it now. Well, didn't want to go in yet, but here we are. All right. What was that? Oh, this, okay. A Roman relief depicting a great circular portal and two women. I wonder who they could be. Interesting. Alright. What's this fella doing? I remember you.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
You know what? We'll start with some honesty.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head? That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one.
Alright,
So
come on, guy.
Let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Yeah, what are your laws?
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
Let's see if he'll let me find my own.
Look, you seem like you might need a little extra help, and I'd feel a lot more comfortable if I showed you the way.
Alright, guy. Come on.
All
We got
right,
it.
friend. Suit yourself. Just don't do anything too reckless till you've spoken with Magistrate Sentius in his villa down there. See you around.
Cool. Alright, let's go figure out what this golden rule is. Oh, I can go up here now. What's the deal there? Wow. I didn't think I'd actually be able to climb that. Alright. Well, this is incredible. This whole city is just completely reanimated now. Can I use this? Alright, that's enough. Let's see if I can use it. Oh no. Tell me I haven't broken already. Oh no. Okay. Guys. Speaking of Skyrim, I'm gonna have to Skyrim my way out of this. Sorry for the keyboard. Okay. So we'll just go back down here and make our way back up there, because now I'm determined to go that way. Ow. Wow, that was such a short fall. There goes like a quarter of my health. Maybe closer to a fifth. Does that just come back, or am I without that now? Looks like I'm just without that now. Alright. Let's run to the Ghost Lady's whispers. She doesn't whisper this time. So there's just always gold statues here. Sometimes there's more than others. Whew. Tell you what, I just upgraded this computer and it's not liking whatever Forgotten City's trying to throw at it. So is this where I'm supposed to be? I get the sense that it is.
I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Well, thank you.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
I'm fine.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
Well, how generous. All right. Start with her
Here, in
background.
this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose. Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
Interesting.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
God's plan. All right. See what she
Oh
says
yes,
here.
of course. A slip of the tongue.
Interesting. Okay.
If you like.
Ask her this.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck.
Interesting language again.
Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin? You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer. I wish I shared your faith.
Let's see what she says with this. All the sin talk.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right
Okay,
now.
that explains that.
There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Alright, last thing.
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumours, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate.
Alright.
I hope
Thank
it
you,
works
Octavia.
out. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. Oh, Pierce, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me
Can I do
like an
anything here?
animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please, please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him. Thank you. And please,
That was weird. I couldn't choose
choose your
anything
words
else.
carefully.
I still can't. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Well, you know, we'll try it.
I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Well, that didn't work at all. Oh, Octavia's really not gonna like that.
I can't believe he went through with it.
I was really hoping that
Oh,
the bluff
Lord.
would work.
That poor lamb. Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it, it isn't mine. That was not your fault. There's no way you could have given him what he wanted, moments after you arrived.
Okay. Use my arrow keys for some reason.
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Alright. Wants me to jump. Well, the game whispers tell me to jump, so I jump.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So
am
can I
delighted and
can't do anything with this?
elected your magistrate. And now, and now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make
Yeah,
this
this guy's really
solemn.
struggling.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above?
The
That was
multicolored
either
eyes.
extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me? I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today. I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny. By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule, it's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
Let's ask him this one.
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
Let's see how he reacts if I say this.
Why? What credible evidence do you have for its existence?
Wow. Okay, so this is getting into some philosophical stuff. This is a version of Pascal's theorem. Just full on nerd moment for you. Okay. I'm impressed.
I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish.
Good answer. We'll ask him a little bit more.
Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read, as if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down?
Okay.
True,
There we
but
go.
that is simply because you are mistaken.
Well, I don't really have to ask him this anymore, but let's just see what he has to say.
You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
Okay, not much.
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
Okay.
I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Well. Much less exciting, but fine.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted.
Hello?
and,
Oh, okay.
honored to have been elected.
All right. Hey, man, rep him out.
What now? The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? You go through me. Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's
Joke's
why.
on you, Domitius. I already talked to him.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
Hey, wait a second. That's rude. I think.
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
All right,
I
what's this
think
guy
it's
think?
gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected. He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Sounds like he doesn't know.
'Cause if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that. Old man Sentius got you already, did he? Well, I'm not talking to people in his faction. Confituare.
Okay. Sure, whatever that means. Whoa.
Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
All right.
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It
Naturally.
shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
All right, all right. Take me to
Hey,
him.
Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I'm a stoic, remember?
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone trust him to keep us safe, eh?
Why do I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Centilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor sweet girl, not even the Golden Rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
As if I'll be afraid of you, little man.
All right, lead the way, bub. Wasn't very stoic of a response for you, though. Dude, are you gonna take me? What's going on here?
What now? All right.
You didn't even escort me, man. Is it this way? That guy sucks at his job. I feel like it's probably that. Or that.
On your best behavior, I trust?
Wow. Whatever. Oh. Cool. Okay. Well, that was the right place to be. Alright. Let's go talk to this fella. I've just kept going up the stairs. Don't talk to me. I'm taken. Alright.
Citizen, we're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
Yeah, I'm Shramboy.
A curious name. to match a curious accent. But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago. Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
I don't want to be this type of player, but yeah, let's.
Well, I'm not sure
see what he
I
says.
believe that. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here.
Why?
All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Why does he think that me being here? Okay, we'll start with this.
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes, or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Interesting. All right. We'll go down this route here.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
Oh. Wow. I don't want to press him too much here, but we'll try a couple of these and see how it goes.
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well. Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands. You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that. Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion.
Last one, we'll just knock them all out.
On occasion. But our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
Alright, we'll push his buttons a little bit.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Okay. These will be available later, so I don't want to sit here and stay on this guy for too long, but I do want to see what he meant by Proserpina sending me.
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you.
Oh, okay.
You don't belong in our time, do you? 2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us, of this city?
I'm gonna have to tell him this off the rip. I fear this will actualize it.
I have imagined it, our downfall 1,000 times, but it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
Okay.
Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
It does.
No, I don't suppose
like
you
it.
do. But I'm hoping that even if you're not burdened with a sense of self-sacrifice, you'll at least see the sense in self-preservation. Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately. Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Cool. All right. Seems as good a spot as any to wrap this first episode up. I mean, wow, what a view, what a story. It's pulled us in so far. It's been a lot of dialogue, I know, but I mean, it's just super interesting in concept. I can't wait to get further into this. But anyways, enough gushing about the story. I appreciate you all for tuning in. I hope that you'll tune in for the next episode on this. Should be coming out shortly after this first one. And I'll see you all there. Thanks again, and I will catch you on the flip side.